Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. .79 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Texans 0.
Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. On first down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Houston.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's checking.
On second down, it's Miller. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Watson on third down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Draw play, Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Everybody check line in. Check line 39. Everybody go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Check this down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Gaps and holes, he's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. You recognize
that's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 7.
This is it. 19. Check 55. Mike. Hey, get the game. 55. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Check 52. Check 9.
First down.
Now a first down throw, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Going deep for Hopkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Watson on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Shoot. I can record. Shoot. Hey, alert 3.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Watson on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game, 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 55, Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
You got tight right there.
On 1st down, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 43 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. He can run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the 1st half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Stills bringing it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up... A 2nd and 7.
32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Tight dog. We're going to 54. Right here.
Shield. Watch the shield.
Sweat. Hey. You got motion man right there.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 27.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. This is Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ricky. Check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Miller. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Watson, now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. Watson looks to throw again. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Right there. All day, baby.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Run for Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from Europe.